Tanya.
Okay. But you knew what I meant.
Yeah, I know. It's a good opportunity to correct you.
Yeah, I know. I like Camion better because it's easier to say.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely
Some
better.
people, some local will say el bus, but it's really not that common. Maybe in the frontier areas, you know how the dialect changes, but here, like around in the middle of a country, Michoacan is like only 2 states over from mine. So
yeah, right. No, it's not that far. So there'll be some differences, but nothing major for sure.
Exactly.
Okay, so what do you think? Am I doing okay?
Yeah, what do you think about your filing system now?
It's really helping a lot, just having gotten it this far. So I'm going to refine it even more as I go along and make it easier to find other things. Like in my list of vocabulary, I kind of got mixed up with passage of time and opposites. But I'll
Okay.
yeah, exactly. I need to subdivide that better.
Right.
So.
Okay, good. Tomorrow, you will have a chance to refine your filing system even more.
Okay.
Tomorrow, I run a workshop in Puerto Vallarta. So I have to physically leave the house and go there and meet 5 people.
Okay.
And it seems like I'm not going to be able to do our lesson because it might take me about 2 hours to get there and settle with all the traffic and stuff. So
I'll work on my notebook tomorrow more?
Yeah, definitely.
Got it. Okay.
Tomorrow's lesson is going to get rolled over for the next week and the week after that.
Okay.
And also check your emails. I emailed you a copy of your student receipt. So it's like the receipt for the payment. And the 2 reschedules we had tomorrow and last week, they're mentioned there, and all the dates are aligned also with those 2 reschedules.
Yeah, okay, I see that in the email. Great, thank you.
Good, thank you. All right, let's proceed. Do you feel you want more practice on any of those topics, or shall we learn something new today?
I can practice these more on my own time, so let's do something new. I think that'd be best.
So the next 2 days, we're going to work around verbs.
Verbs, okay.
Okay. So every verb in Spanish, that would be a good time to like pull out one of your printouts and look at them.
Right, yeah. Yeah, okay. I've got them here.
Finish. Ends with one of those things. If you look at those words, every single one of them either ends with AR, ER, or IR.
Right, right.
Go look at it. Scan with your eyes all those 5 printouts and literally see for yourself this is true.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm very familiar with that part of Spanish.
Good. This is a huge helper. What it tells you is 2 things. When you see a word you don't recognize, when you see it, when you hear it, doesn't matter. There'll be a lot of words you don't know in the beginning.
Right.
When one of them ends with an A, one of those 3 endings, straight away you know 2 things for sure. It's a verb, and it's the name of the action.
Right.
It's conjugated. Depending what is before it and after it, what else is in the sentence, you'll be able to decipher what kind of action it is and who is doing it at what time frame.
Okay.
So there's a lot of helpful clues, right? It's like you're driving in the safari. You see something that has 4 legs and a tail and looks like a horse. Could be a horse, could be a zebra, could be a donkey, but we know for a fact it's not a tiger, right? They like kind of look different.
Exactly.
It's usually helpful to sort and shift to different categories. So with that said, some of the verb conjugations, who is doing what at what time frame, some of them become fairly easy because you just replace the ER or AR ending with some other ending. You plug something else, and that means we did the action, or we're doing it now, right? Or we will do it tomorrow. So the stuff could be very confusing because there's a lot of like exceptions and addendums and irregulars and stuff, but the majority, the big bulk of it, we're going to give you the rules of how to qualify a large portion of the language and know for sure what that means.
Okay.
So the easiest one to start with, if the name of the action ends with one of those two sounds, that means we people are doing the action.
Gotcha. Okay.
So now let's practice it. Take your pen and write down a few random verbs on your notebook.
Okay.
Yeah, just copy about 5 of them. Excuse me.
Do you want me to write the definition down for it too?
No. Just pick some 5 random words,
Okay.
verbs to practice on them right now.
Okay. There. That's good here. Okay, I have 5 words down.
Awesome. Now, what you're going to do is take your pen.
Okay.
Take your pen, scratch off the last 2 letters of every verb, and plug in mos or nos into it and read it to me out loud.
Okay. So nos or mos. Okay.
Right. You're going to scratch off the last 2 letters and just plug in either mos or nos. Typically, whatever is easier for you to say. If it's too complicated, it's the other word. That's where
Okay.
there's.
So almost.
And?
Almost.
What is the root verb?
Oler.
Okay, say that again. What you come up with?
Oler to almost.
Okay, good. You picked one of the anomalies. So that's one that didn't work out.
Okay.
Go get another one.
All right. Okay. Do a different one.
I'll give you a clue. If it only has 2 or 3 words, some of the verbs like ear or lair or ear, they're really short, right? It's only like 3 letters.
Right.
Those are the ones that gonna have anomalies. They're not gonna adhere to the rule.
Okay.
Because mathematically, you can't really do much with 1 or 2 letters anyway. So just pick something else now, right?
I'm writing an anomaly and
Yes, anomaly.
Okay, so ganar to gamos.
Say that one more time.
Ganar to gamos.
No two. Like no two. Literally write the word again because you skipped a letter the way you say it. So write it and then read it to me how it came out, please.
So I have GANAR, cross off the
Write it
AR.
and read it, you know, like
I'm telling you the whole process. So I crossed off the AR and then put in GAMOS.
No. You scratch off the last 2 letters and you plug in one of those. I don't know why you said something about a gene there.
Well, the root word is ganar. With GANAR.
You got confused someplace. Write down ganar again.
Okay, so have ganar means to win.
Okay.
And I crossed off the AR.
Right.
And put MOS in its place.
Okay, and now read it.
Gamos.
Why you? No. Okay, I wrote it on the screen. Please read it on the screen because you're missing a letter in your exercise. Hang on a sec. Might be my aqua. Oh.
Okay.
Hang on a second.
Okay.
Okay, pardon me. I had to
Okay.
go have my water delivered.
I know. No, that's fine. So I wrote some notes there because I was trying to
Right.
understand.
Yeah. You drop both. And the rule that makes you choose either the most or the nose, there's a whole set of rules. We'll get into that later.
Okay.
But yeah, you plug and play either one of those, and your rule of thumb, if it's becoming really complicated to say it, like, then it's not the right thing. Because
Okay.
those two exist because of all the vowels. Whatever rolls out of your tongue easily, that's the one that works.
Okay.
The only thing you were like just kind of saying the word wrong. You kind of messed up with the letters. So I was like, okay, write again, say it again. That was
okay, because it was easy enough for me to say gamos or ganmos.
No.
I know it's not correct.
Ah.
But it's as easy for me to say it as ganamos.
Well, you have to say ganamos. That's the right word.
Well, yeah, but as far as ability to speak it, the physical ability to say it. But
Yeah.
I understand. So
yeah, okay, that's what we're gonna practice some more, getting the marbles out of your mouth, so to speak.
right. Okay.
All
so
right, continue.
I have a lot of marbles in my head, so so volver become volvemos.
Perfect.
Okay. And I was in the process of doing escribir. So escribir vamos? Escribir escribir
Write it down. I don't want you to do it.
I am writing it down, but it doesn't make sense to me. Escrib. It looks like escribnos. But that doesn't sound right.
Escribimos.
Okay, okay.
Look at it. When it's written down, you really see the mechanics of how that worked. So that's why I'm saying write it down.
Okay, so we're not dropping necessarily both the I and the R. Just
we are. Look at like how I typed it.
I thought it was to scratch off both the I and the R.
Okay.
That was where I was lost. Okay.
There are a lot of rules and regulations and addendums and exceptions and
yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
not fair to you. Yes.
Okay. Then poder becomes podemos.
Perfect.
I'm doing some more here. I had leer here too. I know that's probably not a good one.
That is not a good one because it's so exceptional. It's got 2 E's in a row.
It's like
there's like 3 words in the whole language, so it's not a really good example.
Right.
Example.
Comprar would be comprarmos.
Perfect.
Okay. Practicar be practicamos.
Perfect. Yes.
So that's making a lot of sense. Cumplir, cumpliamos.
Perfect. Nearly perfect, which is good enough. That's perfect for what you know right now. Yes.
Okay. Cortar, cortamos. Levantar, levantamos. Necesitar, necesitamos.
Perfect.
Ayudar, ayudamos. Buscar, buscamos. Esperar, esperamos.
Perfect.
I'm just reading them off the list now. Mover, movemos.
Good.
Decidir, decidimos.
Perfect.
Llamar, llamamos.
Perfect.
Dejar, dejamos. Pagar, pagamos. Vender, vendemos. Descansar, descansamos.
Perfect.
Dormir, dormimos. Dormimos or no?
Yes, very good. Yes.
Dormimos, okay. Contestar, contestamos.
Right.
Terminar, terminamos.
Yep.
Olvidar, olvidamos. Continue?
Yeah, really good. I mean, yeah,
I
go to
down
the
the list
whole
and-
printout just to get the marbles out of your mouth, right?
Yeah. Querer, queremos. Besar, besamos. Abrazar, abrazamos.
Mm-hmm.
Empezar, empezamos. Limpiar, limpiamos.
Mm-hmm.
Saber, sabemos. Conocer, conocemos.
Mm-hmm.
Gustar, gustamos.
Mm-hmm.
Manejar, manejar, perdón. Manejamos.
Yep.
Estacionar, estacionamos.
Yep.
Parar, paramos. Pensar, pensamos. Decir, decimos. Decidir, decidimos. Entrar, entramos.
Perfect.
Okay. Got a little cross-eyed on that one. Regresar, regresamos.
Mm-hmm.
Volver, volvemos. Tomar, tomamos.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Good. That was the end of the page, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably between now and Wednesday, as your homework, read it again to yourself out loud one more time, the whole page.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't done that, and I do need to do that more. Yes.
Yeah. Easily. That's something you can do between lessons. Very.
Yeah. Yeah. Read aloud.
Okay. Good. Most of those, they represent the present time. Just like run and eat and buy and drink are present time in English, right? There's going to be a different one for the future and a different one for the past. We'll get to that later. They're all going to be really similar. So after you know those really well, you're like, oh, I can recognize this now. That's okay. There's another variant and you can see how they're different. Remember, that's the goal.
Right. Right.
That's the goal. Like no big mental effort. It's just, it's like seeing twins for the first time. The beginning, they look the same. After 5 weeks, that you can say
Right.
Right. Okay. Now I'm going to give you something new, which is the not the present, present progressive. Called.
What's it called again? Sorry.
The present progressive.
Present progressive. Okay.
Type it in. Okay.
I have trouble with stuff like that in English sometimes.
Everybody does. Like all my native English speakers, they're 70 years old. They've been saying that stuff for 70 years.
Exactly.
Nobody knows what it means.
Exactly. Or who do you call that?
Okay, so I'm going to give you a few simple examples so you get straight ahead what does that mean.
Okay, I'm writing them down.
Mm-hmm. So in English, you can see what's going on the screen, right?
Yes.
So the simple present is eat, drink. Huh? The is bringing, learning, etc. Okay. This is why we need two sets of the present time. Time is a linear thing. Today, tomorrow, yesterday.
Right.
You and I, we are sitting here right now. We are learning. We are talking. We meet every day. Having those two sets of times is some of a somewhat artificial trick that human beings put on the language, because still every single moment is the present. 2 seconds from now, it's going to be in the future already, technically.
Right.
But what happens when you go to work for 8 hours a day? Or when you and I have an hour lesson? That hour is the present time, right? Even though 10 minutes ago, that was the past, right? So in English and the Spanish, the same way. Cook, eat, swim, bring, it's something that happens right now. Jim, what are you doing? If you're going to answer me, I'm making dinner. To make dinner is like a process, right? 30 minutes, an hour, whatever. So that whole length of time, you're going to be making the same action. So you're making dinner. Your daughter is going to work every day. So her routine is every single day, 9 a.m., she goes to work, right? So it's kind of the present and the future and the past all mixed together. So she's going.
Right.
And your son is doing his taxes.
That's the progressive part of the present.
Right. It's kind of like a stretched out present time, right?
Yeah.
So in English, to make that happen, we take the verb and we add ing ending, which is the examples they put. And in English, there's a rule. For example, shopping, you put a double P because there's an ing, I don't know, whatever, right? The rules.
Right.
In Spanish, it's the same thing. The rules are a little bit more simpler. The equivalent of an ing ending in Spanish, Ando or Yendo.
Ah.
Let me get rid of that 4 over there.
That's okay. I'm ignoring it.
Yeah. So, and again, you're going to pick one of them based on the AR, ER, whatever you have going on in that verb right minute.
Oh, okay. So comprando.
Yeah. So comprar, comprando. Okay. This subject is one of the easiest ones in Spanish language to learn. It's very straightforward. Very few anomalies, so let's learn it today. So we have comprar and comprando.
Comer comiendo. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Ando is ending.
So anytime you see a verb ending in AR, automatically, if it ends with an AR, the right one to plug is Ando.
Right. Okay.
You literally get rid of the R and you plug you scratch off the AR, plug in the Ando, works every time.
Okay. R to Ando. Okay. And ER is IE, endo?
The other stuff, yeah, ER or IR. They're gonna end with Iendo.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, good. So now I'm gonna make you see for yourself that it's.
Oh, I gotta work?
Yeah, you have. So verbally, like pick up your verb printout.
Okay.
And we're gonna have you do it like verbally, no writing.
Right. So I'll just start at the top and begin to work my way
Yeah,
down.
if it becomes confusing, then only zoom in on the AR at the beginning. So
Okay.
literally scan with your eyes. If it ends with an AR, you go ahead and tell me how it sounds. Go.
So hacer would be haciendo.
Excellent.
Hablar would be abriendo.
Hablando.
Hablando? Ah, oh, hablando. Yes, AR. Gotcha. Hablar, hablando. Poder, podemos. Pudiendo.
Why don't you stick to the ARs, the first
Okay.
step around.
Okay. Escuchar would be escuchando. Comprar would be comprando. Rentar would be rentando. Llevar, llevando. Dejar, dejando. Practicar, practicando. Practicar, practicando. Cocinar, cocinado. Cominar, cominado. Correr.
Listen to yourself. You say ado. That's a different story.
Cominado?
Yeah, I want you to say ando.
Cominando. Ah, yes,
Right.
yes, okay. Cominando. Okay. Okay. So jugar be jugando. Sentar, sentando. Soñar, soñando. Limpiar, limpiando. Bañar, bañando. Preguntar, preguntando. Contestar, contestando. Explicar, explicando. Buscar, buscando. Terminar, terminando. Acabar, acabando. Olvidar, olvidando. Amar, amando. Besar, besando. Abrazar, abrazando. Empezar, empezando. Limpiar, limpiando. Gustar, gustando. Manejar, manejando. Estacionar, estacionando.
Good.
Parar, parando.
Yep.
Pensar, pensando. Entrar, entrando. Regresar, regresando. Cerrar, cerrando. Tomar, tomando. Cocinar, cocinando.
Perfect.
Viajar, viajando. Mirar, mirando. Utilizar, utilizando.
Perfect.
Tocar, tocando. So that's the whole list of this one. I have another.
Yeah, go with the other one. Perfect.
Okay. Estar, estando. Comenzar, comenzando. Sacar, sacando. Ganar, ganando. Intentar, intentando.
Good.
Intentando. Got the E going there.
Intentando.
Intentando. It just sounds like a nursery rhyme. Probar, probando.
Perfect.
Alcanzar, alcanzando. Insertar, insertando.
Mm-hmm.
Cortar, cortando. Mostrar, mostrando. Levantar, levantando. Bajar, bajando. Ayudar, ayudar, dando.
Mm-hmm.
Buscar, buscando. Quedar, quedando. Esperar, esperando. Grabar, grabando. Recordar, recordando. Encontrar, encontrando. Esperar, esperando. Desear, deseando. Crear, creando. Llamar, llamando. Llevar, llevando. Llegar, llegando. Dejar, dejando.
Very good. Round of applause, really.
Thank you, thank you. And I need to do that out loud more often.
Yeah,
That helps
I'm gonna-
me, yeah, a
I'm going
lot.
to tell you that's going to be your homework for the whole week. You say that out loud 2-3 times more on the whole document. Yeah.
Then all I have to do is remember what they mean.
Yeah, slowly, right? First, say them right. You do say them very, very right. Your pronunciation is way better than a lot of people I worked with. So all your Spanish background pays off now. It's really good.
Yeah, keep that going. Yep. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So your homework during the whole week, you're going to read it to yourself out loud several times.
Read aloud. Big letters. Read aloud. In fact, I'm going to do it on the post-it note. Read aloud. My homework. Read aloud.
Good. Oh, yeah, that's a good homework.
Put that where I'll miss it. Okay, good.
Next, these verbs are paired with am, is, or are, just like English.
Right, okay.
And say, if you say like, okay, I am running. You can't in English, I cannot say I running, you cooking, she sleeping, right? That's not.
Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
am, you are, she is.
Right.
So what you're doing is typically you're using the temporary one because every action by nature is a temporary thing. You're not doing it every 24/7 your whole life, right?
Right.
So it's temporary. So estoy cocinando.
The story is I am.
Ando, right? That printout comes into play again here. Very useful. Okay. In the beginning, the few months in the beginning stages, you're going to hear and read those things and you're not always going to understand what they mean. However, I want you to recognize two things. The minute you hear está, estás, están, one of those, you automatically know it means M is an R and who's doing it. Next, you know it's in the present time, right? Because those are the words for I am, you are, present. And thirdly, you listen, whatever comes after those, if it ends with an endo or nando, you know it's a verb and you know it's the ing. So it's again the present. Okay. That person is doing something.
Right.
Those clarify out of the table straight away. Okay. So now you're going to give me a few of your own sentences. You hold up the M is an R printout, and your other hand hold up the verbs and just verbally pair me two.
Okay, so okay. I have that handout. I'm not sure exactly where I put it. Hang on.
Should be like the first thing in your folder. Well, the second. The first one is INU. I'll just put it on the screen again if you need to. No? Okay, the first page in your filing system should be M, is, and R.
Yeah.
And second page should, sorry. The first page should be how to say I, you, he, she, it, and the second page is M, is, and R. So this is the one I'm referring to. I'll put it on the screen again.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that this morning when I was sorting things out, and I don't know where I put it. Oh, it's that. It's one of those I haven't filed yet.
I believe I told you this
I
is
have it
like
here.
the second thing. The whole thing starts with I, and this is the second thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's where they are now. Yeah, I had already printed them out. But I
Literally,
had,
title is number 2. It's that important.
and in red. Number 1.
That's not number 1. This one particular.
No, I put the IU for number 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
And M is our number 2.
Yeah. And
I was listening.
good. Yeah, I like it. And the same order of importance applies to remembering them. Like if you need to practice remembering, you practice this first and this is second, right? Like,
Right. And I have some of these around the house too.
absolutely. Yeah, ideally, Jim, like I see no excuse why by the end of our 6 weeks, you would not know those 2 printouts by heart. Like, you know.
Yes.
Anything, that would be the first 2.
Right. Yeah. Minimum for sure.
Not so much as minimum. It's like, you know, the basis, right? I mean, for heaven's sakes, if you don't know how to ignite your car, how are you ever going to be a good driver, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So definitely that one. And brake. So igniting and braking equally as important.
Okay. Okay.
So now look at them and just throw out 2-word sentences at me, please. I am and doing some run down like by order of appearance. Start with I, pick a verb, end with the they.
Soy aquí.
No, listen, remember. The first one before the slash is always the fixed quality. Actually write it down above the soy, write down fixed quality.
Right. So soy is not present time.
Take your pen above the soy, above that whole column, right? Everything prior to the slash, write down fixed quality, full stop.
What? I'm sorry. What quality? Couldn't understand.
Okay. This.
Okay. So I was thinking that being here is a fixed quality, but I guess that isn't because I could be there later.
Here, that's something you do. Like,
yeah. Right. So I was thinking of the fixed quality, but I was using the wrong noun or the wrong actual word. Okay.
So that's why I'm telling you to write down above those words what exactly they're used for. And then write down the second thing for.
So it would be estoy aquí. Okay. Él es muy grande.
You're doing good. You're just doing the wrong exercise.
Oh.
Class. This is what I want you to do. This is another formula. You can, when you do another section and you title your next section ing progressive verbs, that's the formula.
Okay.
That is what we're doing in English. Look at the English. That's what you're going to do in Spanish.
Okay.
Look at the screen again and copy those last 3 things that I put there.
Oh, okay. I was looking up cocina. Okay. Cooking. Estoy cocinando. Cocinando. Okay, so it would be estoy correndo.
Yeah, very good.
Okay, so I am running or whatever. Okay. I'm running. Okay, cool. So I get the handle on that. So I'll start writing a bunch of those down.
Okay, before we go, tell me like 2 or 3 more just verbally.
Okay. Estoy soñado. Estoy explicando para ti, para tú.
Good.
Um, uh,
Just run down the list, like literally run down the list and pick a verb from the list.
So I see the word buscar, and I'm thinking I'm searching for a word, and I didn't know how to say word.
I don't want a full sentence. I want a 2-letter sentence. That's all.
Okay. Estoy buscando.
Perfect.
Excavar. Estoy excavando.
Okay.
Acabando. Estoy olivando. Estoy hablando.
Okay, use something else, not only estoy, use the rest of them too.
Oh, okay. So
Jim, I want it to be easy on you. One hand, hold the estoy estás. The other hand, hold the verb printout and just.
I have them all in my notebook.
Okay, but fix it. The easier it is, the easier it is in your brain.
Yeah. So let me go here.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay, this is what I want you to do. Again, you got 2 printouts. You're gonna pull them out of their place. Right hand, you're gonna hold the M as an R.
Okay.
On your left hand, you're gonna hold one of the verb printouts.
Yeah, I'll have it just the opposite, but.
Okay. Never mind how you have it, but you hold them and then your eyes go from one to the other. From one to the other, that's how you make me my sentences on the subject.
Well, I was going from one to the other, just one was on my desk, one was on the other side of my desk, so, okay.
Okay, if it works for you, it works. From where I'm sitting, it looks like you're kind of a little lost and going lost. I didn't like it. But if you're feeling confident, keep doing what you're doing.
Well, I'll put them together so I'm not going back and forth so much.
I think so, yeah. That will help you focus. Might be a little bit better.
Okay, soy olivando, no?
You start with the wrong one. Why did you say soy? I'm telling you it's the wrong one. Do you agree with me?
I'm not going to argue with you.
Well, take your pen and above the word soy right now, write down fixed quality.
Yeah, I have that.
Okay. Any action is temporary by nature.
Okay.
Agreed. Being a male is fixed quality. Being somebody's dad is fixed. Being cooking or sleeping isn't fixed.
So it's soy hermano?
Yes. That's fixed, right? Not changing.
Right.
Any action is temporary because you do it today, you won't do it the next minute.
Yeah, my mind tends to go towards the action verbs, not the fixed verbs. Or I guess a verb by nature is not fixed, so.
gonna confuse the listener. I mean, I'm a teacher and I'm sitting with you here, but you take like somebody local in the middle of the day, the gardener, the store attendant, you confuse the heck out of them. They're not gonna understand what you're saying. They're just gonna write you off. And we
Right.
want that.
So the other thing I need to keep in mind too is that verbs are action words, and by nature they'll be temporary.
Oh yeah, verbs are actions. Actions.
Yes.
Absolutely. I'm gonna drill that into you even more during our whole time together, because we're not used to thinking about it in those terms.
Yeah.
Yet those terms are clarifiers, huge clarifiers, how to decipher the subject.
Right. Right.
You're doing
Okay.
good. So far, you're on the normal path. Like everybody gets confused.
Oh, I don't like being normal. I want to be abnormal.
I'm sure you are in your own ways.
Yeah, indeed. So did you see my pictures on Facebook?
Yeah, and I didn't quite understood. It was a protest. There was something about homeless people, but I wasn't sure what I'm seeing. What was I seeing?
Yeah, so the people here in town in